This is a painting I did when I visited Vancouver. I came home and I used some of the photographs and combined them to add shipping lanes to this view. And also these beautiful pine cones were not readily visible. You had to go deep into the woods. It was quite an experience. I got dizzy. And I feel like I got in touch with my higher self. It was so high up. But this is what I did, and I hope you enjoy it. I enjoyed painting it, and every time I look at it, it reminds me of that feeling, being up there where the bears were. and the enjoyment I felt being up there on Grouse Mountain. This is a painting I did when I visited Kelowna in British Columbia. And as you can see, the photograph I took, I blew it up because the building was so hard to paint. So I actually traced the outline just to give myself a head start. And also I used my imagination to fill in areas that weren't actually there. I mean, it just looks better. So that's just an idea to pass along. Plus I added flowers in the foreground. I really like to add things in the foreground to give you perspective, and a middle ground, and then a distance. Also, I added myself standing in front of it and holding a tool from the Light Federation. So I love the dolphins flying in the water, and this place in Kelowna is just gorgeous. It's one of my favorite places on earth. So much culture there, and it's very close to the exit city of Vancouver. This painting, I don't know if you can tell, but it's in Penticton, which is in British Columbia. And the children were having so much fun on this lake. And they had these huge, dynamic, crawling and floating entertainment for the children. And I just changed the composition a little bit differently from how the picture I took was. But just to give you an idea, because it was way too spread out to actually do it one-on-one exact. And then I like to add a lot of purple or lavenders in places where you wouldn't normally think about it. Like the eye doesn't always pick up that color is in nature. Especially in the distance when things fade, like the greens aren't as vibrant as when they're up close. Anyways, it was very hard for me actually to do this painting because I couldn't distinguish between the sea and the objects. So I don't know that it came across as well as I would have liked, but when I look at this painting, it makes me feel so good. I remember that day so well, and I remember how I felt like children should be invited to play in places like this.